Welcome back to a deep dive into the systems that keep our homes, well, comfortable. If you've ever battled a thermostat, shivered in one room while sweating in another, or just, winced at your energy bill, then today's exploration is specifically for you. We're peeling back the layers on mini-split HVAC systems, a solution that's rapidly changing how we think about heating and cooling.
It's true. The journey to a perfectly comfortable indoor environment often feels like a compromise with traditional systems, like you're always adjusting something. But what we've gleaned from our sources, including insights from specialists in the field, it sort of points towards a remarkably elegant, efficient, and surprisingly versatile alternative.
Absolutely. Think of this deep dive as your shortcut to understanding the genuine game changers in home climate control. We're going beyond the basics to uncover why these ductless systems are gaining so much traction, what truly makes them tick, and how they offer a tailored comfort solution that could really transform your living space. We're aiming to demystify these systems, offering clarity and perhaps a few new perspectives that might just make you rethink your whole approach to home comfort. Okay, let's unpack this then. When we say mini-split system, what are we actually talking about? Because it sounds, well, a bit different from the central AC and furnace most of us grew up with. Is it just another type of air conditioner? Yes and no. What's truly fascinating here is that mini-split systems represent a fundamental shift. They are, at their core, versatile, incredibly energy efficient, and fundamentally ductless alternatives to traditional HVAC.
Exactly. Instead of one large central unit pushing air through an extensive network of ducts throughout your home, you have an outdoor compressor and condenser unit connected directly to one or more compact indoor units. Our sources emphasize this direct connection as the key differentiator, allowing for a far more targeted and precise approach to heating and cooling.
So we're talking about saying goodbye to those big, clunky duct networks running through attics and walls.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty revolutionary in itself, especially for, say, older homes or those awkward additions where ducts were never really an option.
Precisely. And that absence of ductwork isn't just a design convenience, it's actually a performance advantage we'll get into. It basically eliminates the energy losses often associated with leaky or poorly insulated ducts, which, can account for a significant portion of your energy bill in a traditional system.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, because the ripple effects of going ductless go far beyond just not needing to run pipes through your ceiling. Our sources highlight some genuinely compelling reasons why these systems have become such a popular choice. Let's start with the one that often grabs people's attention first: energy efficiency. How do mini-splits manage that?
Right, that's a great question. How can a system be that much more efficient? It largely boils down to two core technologies. First, zoned heating and cooling. You're not heating or cooling your entire house when you only need a specific room.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Would you light up every single room in your house if you're only reading in the living room? Probably not. But traditional HVAC kind of does exactly that with climate control. Mini splits let you only condition the spaces you're actively using.
That immediately sounds like a much smarter way to manage comfort and costs. Less waste.
Yeah.
But there's more to it, right? I've heard the term inverter technology thrown around. What exactly is that, and why does it matter for efficiency?
Yeah, that's the second big piece, the inverter. It's where another, often overlooked efficiency advantage comes in. See, traditional AC units are basically like an on-off light switch. They blast on at full power until the thermostat says stop, then shut off completely.
Right, you hear them click on and off.
Exactly. And that constant cycling creates energy spikes and, frankly, wears down components faster. Mini splits, however, often use inverter technology. Think of this more like a dimmer switch. It precisely modulates the compressor speed, delivering just the right amount of heating or cooling needed to maintain the set temperature, constantly adjusting.
So it ramps up and down smoothly.
Precisely. It avoids those energy-guzzling power surges, ensures consistent comfort without those noticeable temperature swings, and can significantly extend the lifespan of the unit. For you, this translates directly into, well, pretty significant energy savings and a reduced carbon footprint, too.
That zoned heating and cooling, combined with the inverter tech, it sounds like a truly personalized approach to comfort.
Does that mean no more fighting over the thermostat, then? Well, maybe less fighting, but seriously, that's the beauty of customizable zoning. You can maintain different temperatures in different areas of your home, tailoring the climate to the unique preferences of each room's occupants. Imagine your home office being at a crisp 70 degrees while the kids' playroom is a cozy 74, all from the same system. You're not cooling empty rooms or having one area feel like a freezer while another is too warm.
And what about those homes where installing ducts is just a nightmare? I'm thinking about historic properties, maybe new additions or even converted garages.
That's a perfect use case. The absence of ductwork truly allows for remarkable flexibility in design and installation. For homes where installing ducts is challenging, maybe prohibitively expensive, or simply undesirable aesthetically, mini splits integrate pretty seamlessly into living spaces. The indoor units are compact and can be mounted high on walls, near the ceiling, or even floor-standing units are available. Makes them ideal for spaces like sunrooms, server rooms, or yeah, older homes that were never built with central air in mind.
That's a huge practical advantage. But are they noisy? Because, let's be honest, traditional systems, both the indoor blower and the outdoor unit, can sometimes sound like a jet engine taking off, or at least a constant hum.
Not at all, really. One of the most universally appreciated features is their whisper quiet operation. The loudest component, the compressor, is housed in the outdoor unit, often placed away from living areas. The indoor units themselves operate at extremely low decibel levels, often quieter than, say, a soft conversation or a library. You get a peaceful and undisturbed living environment, which is a significant advantage over many traditional systems, especially when they cycle on and off loudly through the night.
Okay, quiet is good. And what about the air we're actually breathing? That's always a concern, especially with older ductwork that can accumulate dust, mold, allergens.
That's another strong point. Ductless mini split systems often feature advanced air filtration options that go beyond just basic dust filters. Many boast multi-stage filtration, sometimes even incorporating electrostatically charged filters or plasma air purification technologies built right in. These can actively capture and sometimes break down allergens, pollutants, bacteria, and even odors, contributing significantly to improved indoor air quality. It's often a noticeable step up from what many standard ducted systems offer without needing expensive aftermarket upgrades. Cleaner, healthier air for you to breathe.
So ultimately, it's about making you more comfortable in, well, every sense of the word, isn't it?
Precisely. They offer unparalleled superior comfort control. Whether it's a sweltering summer day or maybe a surprisingly chilly evening, you have precise, often instantaneous control over your environment with a remote or app. This ensures your home isn't just, adequately cooled or heated, but truly becomes the perfect oasis of comfort, tailored to your exact preferences whenever you need it.
Okay, all these benefits sound fantastic, really compelling. But now that we understand the why, let's maybe tackle the how.
Hmm.
How do you know which specific type of mini split system is actually right for your home? Our sources talk about single-zone and multi-zone options. What's the fundamental difference there, and how can a listener make an informed choice for their unique situation?
Right, understanding this distinction is absolutely key. It's crucial for optimizing comfort and efficiency for your specific needs. It's definitely not a one-size-fits-all solution, and the choice really depends on what you're trying to achieve. Let's start with single-zone mini-split systems. These are the simplest configuration. You've got one indoor unit connected to one outdoor unit. Pretty straightforward. As the name suggests, they're designed to heat or cool a single room or a distinct area.
Okay, like one specific problem room.
Exactly. Think about that one room. Maybe it's a new addition, a home office that gets too hot, a sunroom, or that converted garage where your central AC just can't keep up. Or maybe where running ducts would be impractical or impossible. They're an excellent solution for supplementing an existing HVAC system in just that problem area, or for providing dedicated climate control for a standalone space. Then you have multi-zone mini-split systems. These offer much greater flexibility, typically for whole home or larger area solutions. With these, you connect multiple indoor units, usually up to maybe 8, depending on the model, to a single, more powerful outdoor unit.
Ah, so one outdoor unit runs several indoor ones.
Correct. This means you can control the temperature in several different rooms or zones independently, all drawing power from that one central outdoor unit. They're perfect for homes with, say, open concept layouts where you still want zoned control, or multi-story buildings, or just larger spaces where individualized climate control in multiple areas is desired without needing a whole fleet of outdoor units. Each indoor unit can be set to a completely different temperature, giving everyone in a house their ideal climate.
So it really boils down to whether you need to precisely control the temperature in just one specific spot, or if you've got a whole house with different comfort needs and preferences that warrant individual attention. Sounds like either way, it's an investment in customized comfort.
Exactly. It's all about matching the system configuration to your lifestyle and your home's architectural needs, ensuring you're getting the most targeted and efficient comfort possible for your situation.
Okay, so we've explored the wonders of mini-split systems themselves, the technology, the benefits. It's impressive stuff. But like any major home investment, it's not just about buying the product off the shelf, right?
Mhm.
Installation, maintenance, and repair are absolutely crucial to ensuring these systems actually live up to their potential. Our sources strongly emphasize that these aren't just generic HVAC services. They seem to demand specialized expertise specifically for ductless systems.
That's a really important point. It raises the question, beyond the cutting edge technology itself, what makes for truly reliable and efficient home comfort with mini splits? It's the deep expertise and the careful execution and the services surrounding them. This isn't just swapping out an old AC unit, it requires a more nuanced understanding of these unique systems.
Right. So when it comes to actually getting a mini split system installed or fixing one if something goes wrong, what does that process actually entail that's different from, say, working on a traditional central AC?
Well, for mini split AC installation, it starts with a really careful selection of the right cooling and heating capacity for each specific zone. You have to consider factors like room size, sun exposure, insulation levels. It's quite detailed. Then it involves securely mounting those compact indoor units, often high on a wall, which requires some thought about placement. And then the tricky part, expertly connecting specialized refrigerant lines and electrical conduits to the outdoor unit. This connection requires very precise sealing and vacuuming techniques to prevent refrigerant leaks. That's a critical step for efficiency and longevity that differs quite a bit from traditional ducted systems. The process finishes with thorough testing to make sure each zone is operating optimally.
Okay, precision sounds key. What about repairs?
For mini split repair, common issues might involve diagnosing specific sensor faults unique to those inverter systems we talked about, checking for tiny refrigerant leaks in those crucial line sets, or maybe addressing blockages in the condensate drain, which is common to wall-mounted units. Our sources really emphasize seeking a licensed HVAC technician who has specific mini split certification or demonstrable experience. These systems often use different types of refrigerants and much more complex electronic controls than traditional units. Improper handling can severely damage the system or even be unsafe.
So it's not just about knowing general HVAC, it's about knowing ductless mini split HVAC specifically.
Hmm.
What about ongoing care? I imagine regular maintenance is pretty key for keeping these efficient systems, well, efficient.
Oh, absolutely. Precision tune-ups for mini splits are definitely recommended, usually at least once a year, maybe even twice in really extreme climates like heavy cooling or heating seasons. This involves things like thoroughly cleaning the indoor unit's filters, which are usually more accessible, and often multi-stage checking the refrigerant levels and the integrity of those line sets, inspecting the outdoor unit to ensure proper airflow and cleanliness, and verifying all the electrical connections and control systems are working correctly. Regular maintenance is crucial not just for peak efficiency, but for extending the life of these advanced and sometimes expensive units. And of course, just like any system, there are emergency HVAC services specifically for mini splits, addressing unexpected breakdowns to get your comfort restored quickly.
It really sounds like having a specialized team, someone who focuses on these systems day in and day out, rather than a generalist, probably makes a significant difference in the long run. So you've got this great efficient technology and these essential specialized services that need doing right. But who do you actually trust to bring it all together effectively, especially in a unique and demanding climate like Florida's? Our sources give us some insight into what makes a true expert in this specific field stand out.
Yeah, what's fascinating here is how the specific demands of a challenging climate like Florida's almost year-round need for reliable cooling, and then occasional, sometimes intense heating needs really amplify the importance of a specialized partner. Our sources highlight that real expertise isn't just about general HVAC knowledge, it's about a deep, focused understanding of mini-split systems specifically, how they perform under local conditions.
So what should a listener be looking for in a provider to ensure they're getting the most out of their mini split investment? What are the hallmarks of a good specialist?
Based on our sources, several qualities really stand out. First, a provider's core identity, their whole approach, should be built on a solid commitment to excellence, reliability, and importantly, genuine customer satisfaction. Look for certified technicians with an in-depth, dedicated understanding of mini-split systems, from the basic operational principles right through to the latest advancements in inverter technology and smart controls. They should be able to clearly articulate not just what they're doing, but why it's the optimal approach for your specific home and your comfort goals. Second, consider their vision and specialization. Often, the best providers started with a clear goal to offer residents, like those in Florida, a more efficient, more cost-effective, and maybe more eco-friendly way to cool and heat their homes, specifically through mini splits. This kind of focused approach means their entire team, from the people answering the phone to the installers to the service techs, is immersed in this technology day after day. This usually leads to superior installations and much more accurate diagnostics if issues arise.
It definitely seems like that level of specialization would lead to better outcomes, maybe fewer callbacks, and just a smoother overall experience for the homeowner, right?
It absolutely does, or at least it should. When a provider has technicians who are consistently working on mini splits, they develop an unparalleled proficiency. They've seen it all, so to speak. This typically means faster, more accurate installations, more efficient troubleshooting and repairs, and generally more effective advice on how you can get the absolute most out of your system. They understand the nuances of sizing correctly for humid climates, optimal placement for airflow, and integrating these systems seamlessly into diverse architectural styles, which is particularly valuable in varied regions. They're not just installing an AC unit, they're designing and implementing a tailored comfort solution. And that commitment to energy efficiency and customized solutions is what truly makes a difference for homeowners in the end. Hashtag tag tag rocha outro.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? We've taken a pretty deep dive into mini-split HVAC systems today. We've unpacked how these ductless, energy-efficient powerhouses can fundamentally revolutionize your home comfort. From the precision of that inverter technology and the flexibility of zoned heating and cooling, to the benefits of improved air quality and that lovely whisper-quiet operation, the advantages are certainly clear and compelling.
Indeed. And by exploring the nuances between single-zone versus multi-zone systems and really understanding the critical importance of specialized services, from getting that expert installation right the first time to performing precise, ongoing maintenance, you should now have a much more solid foundation for making truly informed decisions about your own indoor climate. It's really about choosing smarter, more tailored solutions that deliver real, tangible comfort and potentially significant savings over time.
And just remember, the pursuit of comfort in your home doesn't automatically have to come at the expense of efficiency or break the bank. With the right understanding and the right technology, it can actually enhance both.
Absolutely. Maybe consider how rethinking even just one aspect of your home's infrastructure, like your heating and cooling system, could cascade into broader benefits for your wallet, sure, but also for your day-to-day comfort and maybe even for the planet. It makes you wonder what other traditional systems or assumptions in our homes might be ripe for a closer look, offering an energy-efficient upgrade or just a smarter, more tailored approach for your life. Something to think about.